Alright, it's time to rank great ones again. I've done it before in a shorts format, but never a long form video, so that's what we're doing. Now I actually get a chance to explain my opinion, I suppose. But let's get started. So we got all 11 great ones here. Dude, if I missed a great one, that would be kind of insane. I don't think I did. But we have all of them here, in no order at all, it's just random. The question is if I'm gonna take in consideration how good the actual grinding is. Now, I'll just go based on looks. I think that's the best I can do here. And I guess we're starting with the black bear. I think it has some good furs. I like the chestnut, the spotted, and the others are good. I don't think there's a really bad fur. There are definitely worse furs in the game, in other great ones, that I can say. But based on looks, I'll give the black bear a B tier. I think that's realistic. Great one, wolf. I think all the furs, except maybe Gravehide and Frostbite, are really good furs. All the different concepts were well executed, I would say. I think I have 9 Great One Wolves now, so that should be a sign to how much I like these guys. But yeah, I think Great One Wolf is an S tier, but it might change. We'll see. So, Great One Whitetail, the first one to ever arrive in this game. So it has no unique furs. It technically does have one, but I'm not actually sure if you can get it anymore. That would be the fabled piebald. But it's pretty much impossible to get. Like, a few people have gotten a legit one in the history of this game. So I'll just count only common furs, which is obviously a downside, but I think it's kind of a, a charming thing about the Great One Whitetail. The racks, however, I think the racks are really good. And one of the reasons for that is because every rack will pretty much look different. It can be really tight tip-to-tip spread, it could be really wide, you can get like a high rack, you could get a droopy rack, you could get, anything. There's a lot of variety, even if you get the same rack. And of course it got the typical rack, a very rare rack, which is a major motive for people to actually grind them for thousands of kills. I would like to go A tier. I'll go A tier. There we go. Great One Moose. All the furs are good. I wouldn't say that all the racks are really good, but I think there isn't a bad rack, right? I think all of them are decent. The furs are impeccable. I think every single one of the furs are good. You have a chance of getting a 50-50 rack. I think it is the typical and the big non-typical. I have one of those, Fabled Oak. They are also pretty rare to get. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a pretty much flawless Great One. They did a wonderful job with the Great One Moose. I also have like 8 of those, so it's pretty self-explanatory. So, Great One Pheasant. It's good. I think most of the furs are really good. I think it is the pearl in the picture here. That one is really good. I like the sapphire. I like the morganite, I think it is, like the purple one. I think the ruby's alright. I bet they also have that like holographic effect when walking around them, like the colors change. Yeah, it's a solid Great One. But I've had a 4,000 kill grind, so I kind of have a personal grudge against the Great One Pheasant, but I'll put it at a B tier, above the Great One Bear, I think. Yeah. Great One Red Deer. The first Great One I ever got, back in March of 2022, so 4 years ago now, I got my first Great One. Like, I really like this Great One. I think it looks really good. But there is literally 0 variation. Almost all the racks look the same. The only possible fur is the fabled spotted. You literally have no reason to grind more than one of these. But I think I have 6 of them anyway, but that's besides the point. I think the visuals of it are really good. So it's still a Great One, well worth getting. I'll put it as a C tier. Okay. This next one might be a hot take. I think the Great One Mule Deer kinda sucks. Like, a tiger fur on a mule deer. It doesn't really connect in my brain. And when it comes to the racks, there are 2 racks that are pure dog shit. The velvet rack and the corkscrew. The corkscrew is the worst Great One rack out of any species in the entire game, by a landslide. It is so bad. But on the other side of the spectrum, we do have the classic rack, the heart rack. Also have the drop time rack and the typical rack. Some people like to call it the circle rack. I have that one. It's my only good one. I think I have 2 velvets, 1 corkscrew, and 1 typical. It has some alright furs. They're pretty good. Like, you have the potential to get just a straight piece of shit when grinding these. And because of that, I'll put it at a C tier. Like, I can't put it any higher. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Okay, we got that one out of the way. Next up is Great One Fox. Now, I don't know the name of the furs. I did see some because I went through one of my friend's lodges. And I think it looks pretty good. Like, this specific one, I don't think it's probably my least favorite. I wouldn't think any of the furs have like a good concept, but I don't think they look bad. But yeah, I think I'll have to put this... Let's rearrange a little bit. So these guys will go down here. This guy will be right here. Yeah, I think this is better. Great One Tower. So, I was incredibly disappointed with these when they came out. It was the first ever Great One behind a paywall, so it could have been any species in the entire game. But it would most likely be something on Sunderpatan, and out of every cool species that are on Sunderpatan, like the tiger, like the Barasinga, like the blackbuck, like the water buffalo, they chose the tar. But I think it looks pretty good. Obviously the horns are very small, and like apparently there are 4 or 5 different horns, but I can't tell the difference, bro. I don't think I can put this any higher than a C tier. It's still better than the fox, I think, and they're probably on the same level. Now we're getting into probably the most grinded Great One in the game, the fallow deer. Now I ranked this one about in between B and C tier in my previous rankings. I said it was a mid Great One, and why is because like when I grind Great Ones, I want the best fur and the best rack, preferably in the same Great One. But I don't think there actually is a a god tier fur and rack combo. But I have changed my mind since then. I think this Great One is good. Like compared with some of the other Great Ones, the Great One fallow is really good. So I'll put it at an A tier. There we go. And last but not least, it's gonna be the latest Great One added to the game. The Great One boar. I think there's only one good fur for these guys. There are some tusk variations, but you can barely tell a difference. There's no way I can even consider it into the ranking. But yeah, I think we'll put it right here. This is my list, I think. Maybe move the fox up here. I don't think it's probably better than I think. Maybe move the Mueller up and the boar down. Yeah, this is better. This is my completed list. Remastered, alright? Revamped after initial thought. But yeah, if you guys want to debate in my comment section, feel free to do so. This is just my opinion, and this is every Great One ranked in the Hunter Call the Wild.